Oh, hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Prepare for Landon podcast. I am Joshua Landon. Before we get started, subscribe to the channel, check out some of the other videos, give a follow, and check out some of my friends that do music. A lot of good people, a lot of great tunes. Or maybe you want to hire my stuntman friend Shane, do some fight choreography for you or something. Or follow Ashley and get involved in joining a fitness journey or something, whatever you want to do. A lot of great people, a lot of fun talking to them. And then below, you can also check out the description and check out some of my music, whether it be Super Destroyer, Amari, or you can follow Finding Emo, which is the live emo cover band. Check out some of our shows, come to a show, have a good time. Now, my guest today is a new friend, new coworker. He is a father, was the vocalist for the band City of Crooks. And I had a great time talking to him, having a good chat, and get to know him a little more. And yeah, I'm sure he'll be back, but please welcome my friend Eric Ingerson the second. Enjoy the episode.
Wow, dude!
I don't know, man. Crazy, dude. Like,
I let you in my house?
what are we talking about? What?
This is the Prepare for Landon podcast with your host, Joshua Landon. Buckle up.
Yeah,
We starting already?
yeah, we're going.
Oh, shit. What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not bad. Freaking. So, baby's fever went down. She woke up this morning and she was all vibes. And I was like, all right, so I think we're good. So,
Pull that closer to you a little bit.
don't tell me what to do.
I know you're kind of loud, so I'm like, well, we're gonna test
All right.
distances out.
But, yeah, she woke up and she's just chilling, sitting in between me and Eli. And then she's like smacking me, doing her little laughs. And I was like, all right, I think she's okay. Her eyes didn't look as red. So checked her temperature. She was good. So I was like, hey, I can still make it today.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were coming or not because I still hadn't heard from you yet. I was about to text you, but I was like, I'm gonna do a couple things first, and then you eventually were like, oh yeah, we're
Yeah,
still good.
she was not doing good last night. I don't know what it is, dude. Because it's so weird with babies because you can't give them anything. Like we had to call a doctor and figure out if we can give her Tylenol. Because they have infants Tylenol, but like the dosages are so weird.
It's your first kid, right?
This is my first,
Yeah,
is my fiance's second.
Yeah.
So the oldest is 9. So I'm a stepdad and I have a biological kid.
Yeah.
But I have 2 kids.
But
I've
yeah,
been around.
it's for like your baby. Like everything's new. You're trying to learn how to
Yeah.
take care of a baby. Like,
Yeah. So I came in when the oldest was 4.5, almost 5. And so I missed the whole toddler stage, the whole newborn stage. And then kind of came in when it was easier.
yeah.
So like now I'm like, all right, get to go through the whole no sleep thing, which has been, oh dude, first like 3 months were probably the worst. And then she had like a little sleep regression. Then she got better. And then now she's teething a lot because she has 4 teeth already and she's walking. So every time there's like a developmental like improvement. So when she's about to start crawling, she's rolling over. When she's about to start walking, or when she is walking,
Yeah.
there's like supposedly a sleep regression.
I totally forgot. Sorry. There's headphones for you if you wanna.
Oh, all right.
I usually put these on. Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, okay. Oh, can you turn monitoring off in mine?
You don't want it on yours?
I suck with monitoring.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
If I can hear myself, I'll repeat in my head. The only time I can do that is if we're tracking vocals. And I don't know. And I keep it very, very low. So
That's kind of how I am too, a little bit.
I get confused. I'll stumble more.
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, I could have had this done in 2 takes, and then I did 9.
Yeah, it's like sometimes I don't even want, like when I do a double, I don't want the other track on.
Yeah.
And like I seem to do fine usually with that, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't
It
know.
depends sometimes.
I probably suck at tracking vocals. I don't know. You can ask Vaughn. I know Vaughn hated. There was one line of the single that I have yet to put out yet. That I know where it's messed up, and I know Vaughn knows where it's messed up. So, like you can tell, there's like a direct, like there's a cut.
Yeah.
So, I hear that and I'm like, that kind of sucked, but I couldn't get it. So, and Vaughn kind of just gave up after about 15 tries.
I feel like every song I've ever done, there's always one thing that I'm like, I don't know. But I'm like, it's all right. Like, it's probably just me being in my head usually, but then again, I mean, I don't know.
I just think I'm not that great. We haven't ever paid a ton of money to, like, professionally track and record and do all that stuff. And as you know, Crooks doesn't have the best financial equipment or, like, the financial status to have this crazy studio to do everything.
Yeah.
We just haven't invested. And I feel like a lot of that's, I don't know, my fault since having the kid. I haven't pushed for anything. I barely get to see them. So
I mean, yeah, you've been busy. They've been busy.
Dude, COVID shut us down.
Yeah.
It was, I didn't see them for 2 years, and I lived 20 minutes away from all of them.
Yeah, especially local bands. Like, a lot of them got hit and, like, you know.
Well,
just
they were on a hiatus for, I think, a few years before I joined.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they went through member changes, and then they did, like, a tryout, and I was like, oh, I'll do it. You know, like.
How long were you with them?
I was with them, I think I joined in 2018. So we've been a band for like 5-6 years almost, with me in the band.
Yeah, it was always City of Crooks though. It wasn't like a different band than you joined. And
they've had City of Crooks, that name, since like high school. I'm pretty sure. John, the lead guitarist, he's like I think John's the founder of the band. I think. There's a lot of like the City of Crooks like lore that I don't know, just because
like past members. And,
yeah, like so.
I mean, shit, a high school band, like you probably have gone through a few people.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the majority of the core members have been good. I should probably do an introduction, maybe.
Oh yeah. So welcome, Eric Ingerson.
Ingerson,
the third.
Second. Yeah, I had to legally like make sure that and all them put that down, because I was like, hey,
in case it like goes to the first.
Well, so I had me and my dad have the same exact name.
The
only difference is the second. So my dad doesn't have the first or anything. I'm not a junior. It's in my birth certificate. Second. I have to put the Roman numeral 2.
Yeah, I think that's cool though.
And it's well, my fiance was like, if we have a boy, are we gonna
do the third?
Yeah, do the third. I was like, fuck no, dude. I'm not trying to.
Eric Ingerson, the third.
Yeah. But I used to work for the government for MCCS, and my dad was in the military for 30 years. So there was times where emails would get mixed up. My dad was pretty high rank, so I'm getting like not classified, but just shit that I'm not supposed to see.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, this is the wrong person. I shouldn't have opened this email.
Gotcha.
So like, it's already caused issues in the past to where like it could have screwed up my job, to where I'm like, hey, you know, maybe not. Don't not put this. Like, you have to put the second.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
That's me. So yeah, Eric Ingerson, second.
New coworker at the shop. I have never said exactly where I work, so we'll just keep that in mind.
We'll keep that secret. Yeah.
It's classified. I think I've mentioned what I do. Yeah, I've definitely mentioned what I do, but not
where we make stuff out of metal.
Yeah, pretty much. Metal.
Yeah. And then I'm a vocalist for City of Crooks, currently on a slight hiatus
maybe
kind of thing. I recently had a kid, and you know the world ended for a few years. So
I think we hit it off pretty well so far,
dude. I can bullshit with anybody if the vibe is right. Like and it's mainly my sense of humor. I feel like if people don't get I've said some off the wall shit at work. So
I mean,
if my sense of humor is not picked up, then that's kind of where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna not talk how I would. So then it'll hinder me talking to you.
Oh yeah, I don't really give a fuck. I think we mesh pretty well, and we just so happen to like know similar people in the world through music and everything. So it was like, oh shit, you know this? Okay, no.
Yeah, and there's like people that like, because you're up here, and so I'm a little more down south. So then you're like, oh yeah, I know these guys. I'm like, oh, I know all of them. I don't know that person specifically, but
yeah.
There's a lot of guys that I know, but I'm not like tight with them. And that's, I don't know what causes that. The music community is so weird, man.
How'd you even get into it here? Because we'll get into the fact that you lived in Japan and like weren't from around here necessarily. So
how did I get into it?
Is that really tasty one?
Yeah.
Oh.
So in high school, I had some friends that were in bands. So I don't know if you know a band called, they've changed their name so many times. I think they are now Feelers Band. They're like indie, alternative, super mellow, like MGMT, Foster the Kids kind of stuff.
From
stuff,
around here? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stuff that I don't normally listen to. My best friend Phoenix is the drummer of that band.
Okay.
So they used to be Empty Spaces, then they went to Modern Me, now they're Feelers, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to fact check that. But they were the reason that I even knew that, like, kind of being in a band locally was a thing. Because it was all just, like, I didn't know that you could outsource band members in high school.
Gotcha. Yeah,
We all went to school together.
Yeah.
So they were in a band. I went to a couple of their shows, and then in high school, senior year, I went to one of their shows when they were more pop punk, Blink-182 kind of style. So then I was like, oh, this is cool. And I saw a freaking metalcore band, and I remember hearing a breakdown for the first time with just a China cymbal, 20-inch Zildjian China just going hard.
Chinal? That's what it
Chinal,
should be called.
Chinal called.
That's what it should be called.
And I was like, dude, this is sick. And then I started wormholing into, like, metalcore, deathcore, and all that stuff. Then I went to Japan for a few years because my dad was military and got really into metal, started going to local shows over there, and came back. And then I was like, I want to be in a band. Like, this would be sick. So found I don't even know how I found the vocal tryout for City of Crooks, but I just hit him up. I'd have to talk to John. I think he remembers it better than I do. I think I saw a Craigslist ad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
think that might have been what it was.
It wasn't like you heard from someone else, like, hey, this band.
No, I had no reach. I had no reach in the
Interesting.
music scene.
Just on Craigslist. Old school shit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So pretty old school. And then I tried out for them, and I think there was a handful of people that tried out.
Thank God it wasn't like you want to be my band? Yeah, you're going to be the guy that
Yeah.
dick
Well, they
sucks
already
a
had a
little bit.
song out, so it was like the cool thing was it was already on YouTube. So I was like, all right, I can learn this song and do a tryout instead of like coming in with like no songs made and like bullshitting lyrics.
Yeah.
So that's the worst kind of tryout.
Yeah.
It's like, give me something you already have done and see how it sounds.
I always you're going to probably hear a lot of gibberish, but I like to improvise vocals. Like I grew up jamming with bands like all the time where like that's how I would write.
Yeah.
And that's, technically still how I write now, but like I have the instrumental as opposed to a live band. So like going into a live practice room or whatever, and then just like improvising like, like that'd be a lot of fun, I think.
We practice in our living room at my drummer Matt's house.
Oh yeah.
So we're in.
Those are fun. You push the couches aside, fucking the coffee
Oh, there's
table,
nothing.
like-
It's just
Oh.
drum set, amps, and then little PA.
Just fuck the furniture. All right.
Fuck furniture.
Yeah.
They have a dining table and a couch on the other side.
Hell yeah.
But it's like the whole section of the house is just like
That's
our
the band
setup.
room.
Yeah. And it's, I don't know, man. I try really. I've had severe writer's block, and I think it's because I haven't had time to sit down just because of the kid. And I feel like it annoys my band because I go there and I'm like, we haven't met up in 4 months, and I'm like, yeah, I have nothing.
I get it. Like I think that was because I recently went through some writer's block, and whether I know that like some people don't believe in that for whatever reason, I'm not really sure, but like I think it is a real thing. But at the same time, I am aware that I also think that is definitely a possibility of due to the fact of me not sitting down and taking the time to really dive in.
Yeah.
Like not just like I've got like 10 minutes to spare, like I'm gonna like ooh. No, like really dive in, sit with the song, listen to it over and over, go loop parts back and forth if I'm like going over like what's just the chorus or what's this intro or whatever it might be, you know, and like really just sitting with the music. And like I felt like I wasn't doing that for a while. So yeah, if you're running into that, like I think all you need to do is like really just instead of at work listening to John Candy fucking pop in your head.
John Candy's so good.
Listen to City of Crooks instrumentals. But are they even writing new shit?
Yeah, John. So the issue is we don't have like John doesn't have a DAW, or I think he has it kind of set up. I think he did something on GarageBand once, and we all hated it how it sounded. Not his guitar. I think John is an amazing guitarist, and I don't think he gives himself enough credit. We do also kind of shit on him because he loves guitar solos. John has written solos.
Not really the deathcore thing, right?
No, because like the bands that he listens to have like he went on a huge stint with like Alluvial for a while.
Okay.
Like Wes Houch. I think that's how you say his name. Dude's an insane guitarist. He got me into them. But like that's the shit John loves, and I'm like, dude, I don't know how to write fucking.
Lorna Shore has fucking solos.
Yeah, Lorna Shore has solos, but it's like when I think of deathcore, I think of 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0 breakdown chugs.
Yeah.
I don't think of
initially just.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking of like how technical can we write this? You know, like I'm not good at writing stories, I guess. I also haven't really had time to sit down.
That's it. That's
more,
what I think.
Yeah, try sitting down with a 9-month-old, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't have time.
Hey, you want to listen to this instrumental real quick?
Yeah, we get home from work, dude. It's like 6 o'clock, and the baby doesn't go to bed till 10 or 11.
Yeah,
and then by that time, I'm like, you want me to sit and try and write lyrics?
Life changes a little bit.
Yeah,
man.
dude, I don't have time. It's been rough, but when I do have like some time to sit and write, like it'll flow out, but I have to get myself in that headspace.
Yeah, like
the single that I did with Vaughn from seconds ago, if any of the listeners know that, I had that song written out in half an hour. And it's a pretty dark song. Like I can show you the lyrics. Like my brother had a drug problem for a good bit. There's a lot of shit going on in my family, so like it flew out.
Yeah, it was easy.
Yeah, and I also had a mixed instrumental done and sent to me, and
that like, Vaughn completely did, correct?
Vaughn completely did. Yeah. Vaughn wrote guitars, drums, any little sounds.
So this isn't City of Crooks. This is just like you solo music in a sense.
Yeah,
that Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn engineered, produced, mixed, mastered, and then I did lyrics and vocals. Sick. So shout out to Vaughn.
Oh yeah,
love that dude. Writes. I love metalcore. I love Vaughn's style of metalcore.
Dude, what was it, Dystopia from seconds ago?
Yeah.
That most recent album?
That album.
That shit hit.
Samsara, that Dom's band is amazing. I love those dudes. I don't know most of them. I only know, I think Daniel. Daniel's the drummer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know him briefly, like he probably doesn't even remember my name, but like I think they're fucking sick, dude. I try and show mad love to the San Diego community. I try and go to as many shows as I can. It's obviously been at a halt since having a kid.
They're a sick fucking band for sure, and they're like really nice dudes. Like
I love Dom. Yeah. Like Dom's super chill.
Daniel's really nice.
Daniel's nice. Crispy.
Oh yeah.
Now he's with a Void, but I have a Distinguisher vocal cover up. That Chris.
That's why I was like, oh, you know Crispy.
Yeah. So Chris did. He mixed that for me.
Yeah.
And did the video and everything. Put that up. Shout out Distinguisher. Shout out Chris. Love those dudes. Yeah. I mean, like, dude. There's Shawshank. There's Black Cast. Good for Nothing.
Black Cast. I never got to see them or anything. I just remember. I think I was doing a project with a friend of mine. And then he was joining that band or like left that band, and then we started doing it. I don't know, but either way, yeah, I never got to see them live. But like I'd listen to their music and like I was like, oh fuck,
I think
dude.
Tyler. I think that's his name. I'm
super
shitty with names. Yeah. Forgive me for anyone in the community if I fucking your name up. I apologize. Tyler used to be the vocalist for Black Cast, and Danny used to be the guitarist for Black Cast.
Okay,
they left, started their own thing. Good for Nothing. I don't know if it was bad terms. I don't know if it was amicable. Like. Don't quote me on any of that.
Yeah.
I just know that
you showed me that band, the Good for Nothing one.
Yeah. And dude, I haven't seen them live, but I love Tyler in Black Cast. I think his name's Chalo now, the vocalist for Black Cast. But I've seen them live once with the new vocalist, and they still sound good. Like I still think they're sick, but like Good for Nothing. Just I don't know what it is, but Good for Nothing's fucking dope.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I love their shit. I give me any jumpy metalcore band, and that's my shit, dude.
What, like, your favorite style to listen to is mainly deathcore, or
No,
no?
I'm not a deathcore guy.
Oh,
I can just sort of do deathcore vocals.
what's your favorite?
Metalcore, all the way.
Oh, all the way.
Anything.
Uh-huh.
So, Aviana, like Moss to Flames, Dealer. I'll probably get canceled for saying that. Alpha Wolf.
Wait,
like,
why? Dealer?
Yeah, Dealer had some shit going on. It's
Oh.
like bad to like them.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not condoning his behavior. I just like the fucking music.
That album was good.
Yeah.
Regardless of any, I don't even know what's going on, but that album was good. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I like metalcore. I grew up listening to like Killswitch and
Hell yeah.
a little bit of Misery Signals, Avenged Sevenfold. Like I started in that area.
What's the two-step man? Fuck.
Two-step band?
That one.
Oh, Sirens and Sailors.
Silence and Sailors.
Yeah.
That shit's hard.
Yeah, I like that shit.
Yeah.
But I also like bands that like really push that envelope of like, we're a metalcore band, but it's, go down half a step in tuning and it's deathcore.
Well, my watch is like Siri's picking up whatever you're saying right now.
Oh.
I'm like, what the fuck? Chill out.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a big metalcore guy. Most
yeah.
of my band, I'm the youngest dude in my band, and I'm 29.
Mm.
I'm 30 in 15 days.
15 minutes.
I'm 30 in 15 days. So
Yeah.
I'm the youngest dude in my band by a few years.
Mm.
So they were like, what do you mean The Cleansing is not your favorite album? Or like Early Impending Doom isn't like your god tier, you know? I'm like, dude, I wasn't into deathcore. So that's kind of another reason why sometimes we'll have writing issues.
Mm.
So I'm like, I'm not the biggest fan of this.
That's like, it's understandable to like stick to like as long as it sounds good, of course, like sticking to what typically goes on in a genre is good in a sense, but at the same time, like if it still works and you can branch out and do something different to mesh with something else that's different,
Yeah.
like it could be cool. But
If we could mix what I like about metalcore and then what they love about deathcore
exactly
into everything, we'd have an album tomorrow.
Is it a matter of like not being open to?
I think it's just we set ourselves as a deathcore band, and that's what we're going
Stick
for.
to this style. Like this,
Yeah.
this is what it is. Like, don't try different things
I
to
don't-
make
I
it
don't know
fresh
what
or
it is.
new. Or...
Like I said, we also haven't had a moment to sit and write.
yeah.
Like
That's
at this
the
point,
biggest problem.
yeah. At this point, if I'm going to go see them, we're trying to play some old songs, just keep them fresh. And I'm also just like, I want to see my band.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to like lock in and get into the writing mentality when it's like I haven't seen any friends in months.
Yeah.
Like I just want to hang out.
You want to
know?
hang. You want to,
Have a barbecue, maybe drink a couple beers. Like I'm not a big drinker, but it's like
drink a couple beers, go in the garage, fucking jam, or the living room. Whatever.
Yeah, and then that's it, dude. It's hard for me to just lock because I'm just so invested in like I don't want to work.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the problem.
Yeah, like, and it's
That's
also
fair.
now me and you work 50, 60-hour weeks.
Yeah, it's tough. You definitely have to make time, or at least kind of gauge whatever time you could have to dedicate to that.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, when you're at work listening to an instrumental,
Yeah.
if there's new stuff to listen to or whatever, that's what I do sometimes. Mostly it's podcasts, but like,
Yeah.
if I know, like, if I want to take the time to like make the effort and do something with it, you gotta figure out the time somehow.
Are
And like,
you
and there
able to-
are ways, but it's just
Are you able to send your voice into my headphones?
is my voice not in? Not without putting your voice in your headphones.
Okay, do it a little bit.
Is this cool?
Go a little more.
Look, cool.
Go,
Hey,
Up.
check one.
That's
hey, yeah.
All right, little bit of monitoring because I could like you're so muffled because I had everything done.
Oh yeah, I'm all turned down in yours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But like, I don't know.
Life happens, It's just
when we had the kid, I was about to quit
oh,
because I was like, I'm not gonna have any
because you
time.
knew you were having the kid. Like,
Because we knew we were having the kid. I was like, I don't know
Okay.
when the hell I'm gonna meet up. Like I said, since Amara's been born, that's my youngest name. Since Amara's been born, I've seen them twice, maybe 3 times.
Were they aware of your possible quitting, or
Mm-hmm.
did they talk to you about like maybe
John
we
was
can make it work?
absolutely like, no, it's not happening.
Oh,
John was like, you're not quitting. Like,
well, I mean, at least he was like being like, hey, you should stay in this like,
Well, I think
type of mentality, you know?
John is resilient. He's like, City of Crooks is not dying. Like he's like, we've gone through hiatuses before. You know, we'll take a break. We're not insanely serious in the sense that we're like, this is gonna be our job. We're gonna tour the world. So I think because of that, John's like, it's all good. We'll slow down for a bit. We'll meet up when we can.
Yeah.
At least I think that's John's mentality on it. And props to John, dude, because I was like, there's no way. I'm done. Like, my music career's whatever I had is over.
Yeah.
But John's like, nah, you'll be fine. We'll come back.
I don't know if I had asked this or if you said it. New music. Is there anything?
Currently for Crooks?
Yes.
No.
No instrumentals of any ideas or anything?
John has ideas floating around, but it's like
Nothing recorded?
nothing professionally recorded.
Well, even demo recorded. Scratch tracks. Anything.
Yeah, like recorded on his phone.
Just phone.
Yeah.
Not through a DAW. Okay.
Nothing crazy.
Okay, yeah.
John has ideas all day, whether or not he's sent them to us, or I have a couple that are on my phone that I think I found one recently that I was just like, holy shit, when did we write this?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it was like 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, we should bring this back. I think it was like last week that I was like, we should bring this back because it sounded sick.
Yeah.
But everything's just been super slow.
I mean, especially for a vocalist, like I've done a couple things where I've come up with a hook or whatever. I just melody wise recorded my phone, recorded it on Logic or whatever, sent it to the guitarist in the project I'm working on in Amari, and like, hey, whenever you get the chance, do something with this. But like, other than that, vocally, you can't do a whole lot until you get an instrumental of.
If I
something.
knew how to program, maybe
I mean, you could
drums.
write lyrics just for like with to know music, sure, but like.
Oh yeah, but
you
then
can't-
think about it. So that's my biggest issue. I can write lyrics in my head. I've had full choruses. I've had like a verse to a breakdown, and then I'm like, oh, this would be so sick. But then when I try and voice how I want it to sound, and then it's played on guitar, I'm like, that doesn't sound anything like how I wanted. And then I feel like John gets annoyed when I'm like, change this, because he's like, again, I don't know what goes on in John's head, but I feel like he does get annoyed if me and him are having difficulties, because I'm like, it doesn't sound right to me, and I'll get super anal, and then I'll kind of be an asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to be an asshole, so we'll scrap that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It's like you can do only so much vocally until you have an instrumental, but it's like you need music to go off of to
Yeah.
some extent. Like you need something to like really solidify what you want to do with your vocals, like the cadences, the lyrics, the melodies, the like whatever, you know.
That's the
it's-
issue. So
And when you don't have that, then it's just like, okay, well,
I'll have a cadence or like a syllable pattern in my head, and then I'll write it out, and I know how I'm gonna say it, and then John will give me a guitar part, and they don't correlate, and then I'm like, oh, I can't use this, because I'm like, and I have to rewrite the whole thing to make the words match how I wanted them to do it, or the timing isn't right.
yeah.
And I'm not an insane vocalist. I can't tell you exactly what I'm doing. I don't know the technical terms for it.
No,
It's like,
yeah,
I'm just yelling loud.
I'm pretty ignorant. I'm pretty dumb to all like the ins and outs of music, anything just about, you know.
Yeah.
I just know how to sing and do my vocal thing, whatever. I just do what I do.
Well, yeah, and you can sing. I can't sing.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I can yell as loud as I can or just make a stupid noise and people like it, cool.
Yeah.
But I can't sing for shit.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I don't mean any, because I don't know them at all either. So it's like, I don't mean any shade to the rest of the members in your band, but it's like I'm just saying you shouldn't feel like, oh, just because like, oh, you had the kid, you're busy, you can't ever go see them, yada yada. Like, well, nothing's getting done anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's
what is just what is. Nothing's getting done on their end anyway of like giving you tracks to possibly write to. So it's like,
Yeah.
and I've been lazy. I get it. I've taken steps away from music for all kinds of different reasons and stuff, and like just not put in the effort and whatever. But like, what is just it is what is. Like, nothing's being done on their end, so you have nothing to go off of anyway. So it's like
just
you shouldn't feel guilty for.
It's a full stop right now.
Yeah.
Essentially, and I'm not. I just feel.
Does everyone want to do this though? Like,
yeah. I don't know. I know we love playing shows.
yeah,
Playing shows is fun. I think we all like sitting in the studio writing and recording than we do how we do things right now. Because me and Dustin, so Dustin is my bassist. Me and Dustin love to fuck around. We just love to crack jokes, shoot the shit, drink beers.
yeah.
Well, they drink beers. I'll have like 2 and I'm drunk.
You'll have a mojito.
Oh, dude, you put a mixed drink in my hand and I'll sip. But we love just like shooting the shit. It's band practice has become not even so much rehearsals. It's been let's hang out and vibe,
Hanging out,
and it's
maybe
just
playing just the old shit, just keep it fresh, like you
yeah.
said.
But like I haven't been able. I can't practice at home. I can't keep my vocals going at home. So
yeah,
like I'll go to practice. My voice is torched after 3 songs.
and maybe what you guys need is like just kind of like a hangout, like where you just go to hang out, but someone's got to get a DAW. But
yeah,
like,
and that's what
you go to hang out.
That's what
and
I'm
like
working
you
on.
jam, like just through the DAW, like writing. You have a writing session, but you're having a couple beers, just hanging out with your buds, like make it relax, just write whatever comes out, and like vibe off each other, and like whatever you can pump. Maybe you can pump out a song that night.
I have a laptop, and then I think I have Reaper on it. I need an interface. I'm probably just gonna buy a Scarlett just because it's relatively cheap, but I don't know anything about guitar plugins, anything like that. So I don't know if we just raw input the guitar, if it's gonna sound like what goes through John's amp, or if it's gonna sound like just clean guitar.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
in drop F tuning.
Does he or anyone else know about guitar plugins?
Nope.
Well,
that's City of Crooks is a very low budget band.
I mean, well, and that's
And
fine too. But like, as long as you can plug in and at least have some demo sound, just to get an idea out, just get the idea out.
I think John has that figured out. So I'd have to sit with John, but John's all the way down in San Diego, and it's hard for me to get down there sometimes. So I'm pretty sure me and John could work out getting demo tracks done, and then I can look up getting like a MIDI keyboard for drums, because you can. I think it's just Easy Drummer or Get Good Drums. You could just buy a drum pack for like $60, and then I could I'm pretty sure Dan Searle from Architects, I'm pretty sure I could just buy his kit. I like his kit sound, so I can just get that and then be like, all right, all our drums programmed are gonna sound like Dan Searle's kit.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like it's just shit that I've like thought about, but I've never been able to sit and do. Also, money is an issue. Like, babies are expensive, so
yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So like every couple weeks, I'm spending $60 on diapers and wipes, and then like every so often, it's another $55 on formula. She grows all the time. Luckily, my dad was generous enough to give us like clothes for the first 2 years. Like, I still have 2 big bags of clothes that she's waiting to grow into. So we've been fortunate to where we can save money in certain areas, but then it's like we also have a 9-year-old that grows all the time. Yeah. So like, and her clothes aren't cheap. So like babies, you can get like 3 outfits for $15-$20, where it's like a 9-year-old, it's one shirt is $20.
You gonna do the hand-me-down thing with the oldest clothes?
It's too big of a gap. There's a 9-year difference. So I'm
not I guess when they get to that point, like,
yeah, if they're around the same size, yeah. But right now, there's no way.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's definitely just been a weird transition. Being a dad is fucking cool, though. I will say that.
Have you always wanted to be a dad?
I've always wanted to be a dad. I was always terrified of being a dad, though. It's a lot of responsibility. You got to grow the fuck up. I can't just do dumb shit anymore.
Yeah.
It's it's the scariest thing in the world, and I remember telling my fiance, I was like, I'm not financially ready to have a kid. That was my big thing, finances.
Mm-hmm.
I can't afford a kid. I kept telling myself that. And then one of my best friends, Brian, he's like, dude, flat out, no one's ever ready. He's like, you're never going to be ready. You keep telling yourself, I'm not ready to do this because of this. You're never going to have a kid. He's like, you'll figure it out. And that's kind of what my dad said too. My dad's like, you make it work. Like, you're not going to let your kid die or starve or do it. You're going to do everything you can to make sure that they grow up okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the biggest thing. And my fiance, same thing. She's like, she had nothing when her first was born. So she's like, we'll figure it out. Trust me. It's just something's going to click in your head that you're like, I need to do this so this happens.
Of course, like, things like that happen all the time. Like, you either, have nothing sometimes and, you figure it out, or it just, you're never ready, and then it happens and you just, figure it out. But, like, that's not always the case. Like, I've always had, like, an issue with, like, oh, no one's ever ready. But, like, you can be. You definitely can be. Like,
you can be as ready as you can.
Yeah. It's
But
always
you're
going to be a
never-
different thing. Like, it's not
Yeah.
going to be what you expect. Like, it's always going to be an adjustment because, like, now it's just a new thing in your life.
Yeah.
But, like, and of course, you're just going to have to figure out how to now live this way because it's now here, as opposed to just a thought that was in your head.
I'm not living for myself.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, will I get to do that again? Yeah, sure, absolutely. There's the little things I do for myself. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not living to keep myself alive anymore.
Yeah.
I would not be working 50, 60-hour weeks just because.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working 50, 60-hour weeks to put food on the table.
Yeah. And sometimes
I was so against working overtime. Dude, I hated it.
Now you got mandatory.
Yeah, now I got mandatory, but it works out because I have a little bit of extra money to, get her formula whenever she needs it. I'm not stressing it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And sometimes the dumb shit that you can't do anymore is music, sadly enough.
yeah. Or like video games. I'm a huge gamer, dude.
Or that, yeah.
Like, I have thousands of dollars of PC stuff.
At least for a point in time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can find it back again. You can, like, pick it back up, type it, like, depending on what it is and stuff. But, like,
I'll still shit on any one of our coworkers in Call of Duty. Doesn't matter. But it's just, my fiance hasn't had free time to do anything she wants to do since her first was born.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's another thing I'm trying to balance. I'm trying to not be a selfish asshole and only do my stuff. I need to give her time to do stuff.
Yeah, you got to find your priorities, like what matters most, who matters most, and then just adjust.
That's another reason why I don't do the band stuff. It's
Yeah.
because if I'm gonna think about it, she works from home and already has to take care of the baby while she's working. The oldest is on summer break, so she's taking 2 kids while trying to work, which isn't allowed.
Mm-hmm.
We're technically supposed to have them in daycare,
Yeah.
or something. She has to focus on work. It's like me bringing my kids to work and expecting to get parts done.
Chill out and inspection.
Yeah,
It's got AC in there.
yeah. So it's like she can't be distracted like that.
Yeah.
So
And then when it comes to your music, again, sorry, not sorry, but like step one starts with your band, like writing material and passing it on to the other members or you to put down vocals, like something like.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, everyone has their own shit. Like, I'm not going to.
Yeah, of course.
Like, John.
And it's fine. It's just, it is what it is. Like,
yeah, that's probably the cause of it. But, like, John just got married.
Yeah, of course.
So,
other priorities.
Yeah. Everyone's priority, like, the band is like 7 or 8 out of 10.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, at one point, the band was number 1. Like, that's when we were playing the most shows. That's when we were writing music, getting everything situated. But it's just, I don't know. The band has always been a side hobby for me. I'm pretty sure it's been a side hobby for everyone else in the band. It's not our top priority. Like I said, we weren't trying to make this a job.
Yeah.
Unless something were to happen and we're like, dude, we have traction. Let's keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the biggest we ever played to was like 80 people opening for Impending Doom. But like other than that, it's like, I don't know. We're just fucking around, having fun.
Yeah.
I would love to do what Impending Doom does, like build a following and then like 4 times out of the year do a weekend run. But like they can still sell out rooms.
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even just being able to like get together with the members in your band, and whether it be practice or just hang out or write something or something, I don't know. It's definitely nice to have, even if it's like not a whole lot of traction going on. Like, yeah.
When I have moments to sit with them, it's I don't have a lot of like. I'm not trying to make this like depressing or anything, but I don't have a lot of friends anymore. You know,
Yeah.
I just got so busy. You know, having the kid. Like I don't see anybody.
Mm-hmm.
My best friends that I talk to are online. So I mean, luckily, me and you became friends at work. But it's like I can't just come up here and hang out every weekend.
Yeah.
You know, I can't hang out after work. Like I have to go straight home to help out with the kids, and then it's like if I'm hanging out with people, I'm trying to like genuinely enjoy it, not think of other shit. So that's another reason why just going to hang out with the band has been a little bit of band practice and then fuck around for a few hours, because it's like I'm trying to just decompress and
decompress, like have relationships with the people that you have relationships with.
Yeah. And I'm trying to force my fiance to go out and see her friends, because she doesn't get to see her friends a whole lot. So it's like, once we figure this out, like maybe things will get back in the swing of things. But it's like, it's hard to make it a priority when my main priority is making sure food is on the table.
Yeah.
And we're trying to move soon. So
yeah, which
like,
I mean aren't bad priorities whatsoever. So.
Yeah. Like I'm not fucking off like oh, I just want to buy a new car. It's like, no, I want to have a 3rd bedroom. Yeah. That'd be cool. Like I want
buy a new drum set to put in this 3rd bedroom,
or at least just an office. So like all the PCs and stuff, because my fiance has a huge desk with her computer and then her work computer, and then I have mine, and then I have a computer for the oldest. We just don't have anything for it. So it's like I want to just have like all the gaming shit in there, and then the girls can share a room, and then once the youngest gets a little bit older, then they'll have their own room.
Yeah.
So
that's how this was. Like all this was like I used to do the pod in the room, our room that you just saw. But yeah, all this used to be in there, and then we lost another roommate that used to be in one of these rooms, and then we just took over. Like, you know what? Let's just have this be its own space and be its own thing, and then
yeah. So I mean, it's just, I don't know. I want to have a nice house. I'm not gonna buy one in California. Fuck that. California is stupid. I'm not buying a house. I'm surprised I'm still living here.
Yeah, we thought about, like, I mean, it's still not technically off the table, but it would just be down the road a little bit. But we've thought about getting like the giant like storage containers
and making like a tiny home kind of thing.
Yeah, and like Jenna, my wife, she designed, like, she on paper like got a ruler out, measured out how long the storage container would be, and like on paper drew the layout of how the house would look. Crazy. Insane. It was awesome.
Super sick idea. Would totally do it if I didn't have kids.
Yes.
That's where I'm
we just got the cat, so like
my whole like idea of like what I was going to do when I was 30 changed, not in a bad way, but it's just like, okay, I can't have a tiny home.
Yeah.
I have to have space, cuz my living room, if you were to come over, is filled with baby stuff. She has a little play area. She has her little toy thing, bunch of toys all around the place. Like, it's just, I don't have space for anything. That's why we're trying to move.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I go to somewhere smaller, I'm in a 950 square foot house and it's already cramped.
Yeah. Well, we would also only do that plan because it would be on, like, her mom lives out in Vista. And she has her husband and everything, and like they have a pretty damn big yard, a decent sized house and everything.
Just
and
don't
so,
put a driveway.
Well, it would be, the storage container would be blocking one of the 2 driveways. So there'd still be a driveway here, yeah.
Okay.
And then we would have just this driveway that's just going into like our backyard type of situation. But then it would be like we could have a family in that container, and then like babysitting her, like her mom would babysit because she's right 50 feet away in the actual house. And
so I don't have any family in this state.
Yeah.
I have my mom's aunt who's up in Brea, which is like an hour away. So it's not like easy.
And your mom is?
My mom is in Texas.
And your dad is in Germany?
No, my dad's in Alabama. No,
not
Tennessee.
Not Germany.
Not Germany. A little bit closer.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, my parents split up a few years ago, so they're doing their own thing. But my mom actually tomorrow's Father's Day. My mom left last year on Father's Day.
Oh,
so I was like, wow, like my first
was
soon to be Father's Day. You're just gonna leave? That's cool.
Yeah.
But that one hurt a little bit.
Quite a Father's Day gift.
Yeah. But I mean, she had to. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot to that story.
Priorities.
Yeah.
This episode is about priorities.
Yeah. Yeah. Whether or not mine are good. But yeah, I mean, it's just life, man. Life comes at you fast. Life kind of hit me in the face having a kid. You get told that you're going to have a kid and every fucking emotion hits you at the same time. Fear, anxiety, happiness.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was like, oh shit. Like,
oh shit.
So it was I don't know. I wouldn't change it for the world. I love both the girls to death. But it's different, man. It's so crazy. 25 when we started dating, I would have never thought that I was gonna have another one.
Yeah.
But because I was like, I'm already a dad. Like, what's the point of trying to have another one? You know, like I see her as my own kid. I'm not excluding her from my life or anything like that. My dad loves her. You know, my mom loves her. My mom would babysit her.
Where'd you grow up?
Kind of all over.
You're military brat, right?
Yeah. So I was born in North Carolina. I think I was there till I was like 3, almost 4. Then we moved to South Carolina because my dad was a drill instructor. My brother was born there. And then then we moved back to North Carolina. Then we came here. Then we went to Japan. And then we were back here. And then my dad got out. So less moving than most. Because my dad's job required him to be on the coast. So pretty much anywhere that was near water. And then, yeah. But like some people would move every 2-3 years. I got lucky. Most of my dad's stations were like 6.
What was your first, because you said like North Carolina moved away from there 3 or 4,
and then South Carolina.
What was your first memory?
First memory
that you can remember?
Falling off my bike in Paris Island, South Carolina.
How old?
5.
5.
I knocked these 2 teeth out. Yeah, those didn't grow back into like 4th grade.
Nice.
So I knocked them out so early. That's the first memory I have.
I was curious because I woke up one day. First memory, like first moment of my life. I was 4 years old. Got out of my bed, walked to the kitchen, got fucking cereal and milk. And made breakfast.
I don't remember much from the first time I was in North Carolina. All my earliest memories are South Carolina. I remember opening a can of SpaghettiOs with the old can openers that would leave them like serrated.
Oh yeah.
And I sliced my finger to the bone.
Ooh.
I remember going to the hospital and getting
grip it. You just grip.
Oh, because it didn't come all the way off. It was kind of like sitting like this. So I tried to just grab it and tear it off, and my finger slipped. And my mom can't do blood, so my mom's freaking out, and I'm like crying, and I'm like, oh, it's bleeding so bad. And then like, yeah, so I sliced my pinky finger right on the line of like where my finger bends to the bone. Had to get stitches. I remember knocking my teeth out on my bike. I don't remember my teeth falling out. I just remember hitting my face on the ground. My dad said that he grabbed me, picked me up, and saw my teeth were bent back like this.
Oh my god!
So then he tried to straighten them, and then they fell out.
Let me just get the. Oh
yeah.
Nope.
Well, my dad was
never
oh,
mind.
Shit, and tried to fix them, and everything just got fucked up.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember this ugly ass green couch that we had. I remember having eye surgery when I was 4 or 5, and I remember being loopy walking around the trailer that we lived in. I remember having to evacuate for a hurricane. yeah, like most of my earliest stuff is South Carolina. I don't remember much from North Carolina. I still to this day get confused on where I was born, whether it was Greensville or Greensboro, North Carolina. I still today right now couldn't tell you. I know the hospital.
Yeah.
I found out some stories of when I was being born that were crazy after I had my kid because my dad told me. My dad was like a Lance Corporal in the Marine Corps, and the hospital fucked up because I was an emergency baby. I was born 6 weeks early. So, which probably explains a lot. But my dad said he grabbed a lieutenant by the shirt and pinned him against the wall because he almost fucked my mom up.
Jesus.
Yeah, so they had to transfer her to another hospital during a tropical depression.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that whole, from what I hear, that whole floor of the hospital had gotten like written up. It was pretty bad. So, I mean,
it's like the Punisher. You ever seen that show?
Yeah. Yeah. That show was so good. Dude.
Walking
John
through the
Barathol.
fucking...
John Barathol is so great.
So good.
I'm going to grab my drink.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man. You know?
Yeah. The third one, the ginger peach. Whatever the fuck. Ginger peach? Yeah.
There you go. Monster's good for the soul. What the fuck?
Which one's that one? I'm blind. I can't see.
What?
Is that just the original green?
No, the nitro. I don't like the original green.
Really?
It's
As soon as they came out with the zero sugar one, I was like, oh, I love that flavor for whatever reason.
I should definitely drink the zero sugar, but I don't like the taste of them. I like the juice ones.
Are you garbage if you drink original Monster Energy drink?
Not if you're Matt Honeycutt. He's
I was like, why do I know that name?
That's Kublai Khan.
Oh, okay.
He's a OG green monster.
Hell yeah.
That's what he says. He's like, I'm a old head monster.
Nice.
And so, oh, that reminds me. This is what I originally had for the opener for the podcast. You know deli meat, right?
Yeah.
Just sandwich meat.
Yeah.
Okay. If I tell you to go get turkey meat for sandwiches,
Uh-huh.
what are you thinking?
Like, what would I get?
No, just what do you think it is? Thinking like sliced turkey.
Sliced
meat,
turkey.
right?
Yeah.
Now, if I tell you go get turkey ham, exactly, you're confused.
I was like, you want turkey or ham?
My fiance says this had happened the other week. She goes, hey, can you go get some turkey ham? And I'm like,
Huh.
there's turkey or ham. Like, what do you want? She's like, turkey ham. And she was adamant that she was telling me the right thing. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she considers turkey ham, it's just turkey, like deli meat. And I'm like, it's two different meats.
Yeah, no.
What are you talking about?
It's like,
I was genuinely
hey, go get some chicken pork.
We almost got in a fight over that. I was really mad. And I was like, what are you talking about? It's ham deli meat or turkey deli meat.
Yeah.
So that was my fucking...
Like, don't get me wrong. Unless I'm mistaken all these years,
Turkey and
and
ham
there
different.
is a turkey ham out there,
Yeah.
I've never seen it. But
No,
yeah,
she
it's,
says
they're
that
two
she's-
separate things.
She
for
says
sure.
if she says turkey ham, it means turkey deli meat. That's not what I'm thinking.
No.
All right. Glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, no, it's...
I was very annoyed at that.
There's deli turkey and there's deli ham, and then slice up both or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, there's no turkey ham. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I was irate at the store. Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, how do you not know what I mean? And this is just, normal 5-year-long relationship arguments. So,
Sometimes you gotta admit when you're wrong.
yeah, I was not wrong in that situation.
I would say you're not either.
I will
but
die on that hill.
I do understand the thought process, because I just based off of like when I think of a ham, in my thought process, when I think of a ham, I think of like the giant slab of meat,
Yeah.
and that's
The cartoon version of ham.
Yes, but at the deli, that's how they also have turkey,
Yeah.
giant slab of meat. So I can think of that thought process being associated with that thinking.
But if you say
That's the thinking that was occurring.
if
with
you
her,
say
but-
I want turkey for sandwiches, I'm thinking turkey sliced deli meat.
Yeah.
If you say ham for sandwiches, I'm thinking ham sliced deli meat.
Yeah.
Which honey ham is the best all the way. There's no argument to that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
that's what I'm thinking. But she was saying turkey ham, and I was getting
No, like it's
frustrated.
It's like the same as being like, hey, can you go get some chicken pork?
what?
Can you go get some chicken pork?
Are you fucking with me right now, or is that
It's the same thing.
okay?
You
So,
can't
like,
get chicken pork.
yeah.
You can get chicken or pork.
Oh,
You can't get chicken pork.
I thought you were like actually being like, yeah, you can go get chicken pork.
No, that's not a thing.
I was about to get mad at you.
No. It's the same thing as saying go get some chicken pork. Like
Yeah.
I can't get chicken pork. I can get chicken or pork. Like there's no chicken pork.
Or, like,
unless
chicken-
there is. Again,
chicken
if I'm
steak.
wrong, then I need to find out
Go
if
get
there's
some
fucking
chicken steak.
turkey ham and shit. But
Yeah, that's random fucking almost caused an argument or almost caused a fucking scene at Albertsons while I'm on the phone.
interesting.
Yeah. Stupid little shit like that.
What's your favorite kind of sandwich?
Favorite kind of sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
We talking like going to a restaurant or like making one?
Let's go.
I can do both.
Let's go making one. Because restaurant, of course, you can just go somewhere, get a sandwich that's really good. Yeah, whatever. Like, they make it well. What would you make?
All right. So I am
Create.
very, very basic sandwich guy. So I will go get thick potato bread,
Mm-hmm.
classic white, whatever.
Nice.
I like toasted. And then I will get honey ham or buffalo style chicken, deli meat. And then I'll do
Honey turkey ham?
honey turkey ham. she's gonna listen to this and be so mad.
I'm sorry.
He's not sorry.
I'm not. They're two different.
Yeah, we're on the same page here. So I'm gonna get either honey ham or buffalo style chicken, and then I'm gonna do either smoked Gouda cheese slices
Solid.
or some form of pepper jack, like a spicy cheese.
Pepper jack, Colby pepper jack, something.
I'm more of a pepper jack, or I think one of the cheese brands has like a ghost pepper jack.
Ooh, too much for me.
No, it's not that crazy.
Okay.
But it's just a little bit of a kick.
Gotcha.
And then some spinach
Mm-hmm.
for a crunch.
Solid.
And then, some sort of like sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Not mustard, not mayonnaise. Like I'll get something just different. Whether it's I'll put sriracha on a fucking sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
But I just want something in there that to make it sort of creamy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's me. But if I'm gonna go to like Jersey Mike's, I'm getting a California Club.
Okay.
So or
You been to Board and Brew?
Board and Brew? Yeah. No, I have not. Not to get
Ooh.
a sandwich.
You should go.
Maybe we'll have to make that a thing.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Is that it?
Yeah, I mean that's
Is
and
it?
some chips on the side.
Word?
That's like my go-to.
Word? I'm trying to think of what bread I would do. I like sub rolls a lot.
Like a hoagie kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Siri?
The fuck was
Be
that?
quiet. It's the Siri thing over there.
Oh.
I like sub rolls a lot. I'd probably do that. If I could get like a Italian herb sub roll type of thing, like
Okay.
the way Subway has their flavored
yeah.
breads.
Mhm.
If I can get something like that, but like
That's
not-
my go-to
Of
at
course,
Subway.
not a Subway though. Same. If I get some Italian herb thing, but then again, I don't know. Maybe plain would be fine because I'm going to put probably like the roasted pepper hummus on it.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
Never tried that.
Shout out to Crispy's dad, Brandon, for introducing me to hummus on sandwiches as opposed to like mayo. Never thought about that in my life.
I've never thought of that either.
Amazing.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Anyway, hummus. I'm a honey mustard fan.
Okay.
I'll probably do the Hickory
Respect.
Farms honey pineapple mustard. That'd be delicious.
What?
And then
That
I
sounds
also
amazing.
do a little bit of garlic seasoning,
Okay.
black pepper, some basil.
You're way fancier than I am.
Oh yeah, these are like my normal sandwiches I make. And then I'll do some red pepper flakes.
Okay.
I'll spread that all with the sauces on there and whatnot. And then I'll do probably for cheese, big pepper jack fan, but I might do the Colby pepper jack. Gouda's nice too. Maybe some shredded Gouda on there as well.
I just like the sliced Gouda that you get.
Yeah.
I mean, just getting like actual Gouda is a bit too pricey,
Yeah.
but I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. My whole family's lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
That I live with right now, including me. I'm just not as bad,
Mhm.
so I'm like whatever.
I feel you.
But if I have a ton of pizza, like it's a bad day.
It's a bad day.
Yeah.
It's a great day, but
It's a
bad
good day
It's a
for,
great
like-
day, but a bad night.
Yeah, it's a good day for about a half hour.
Yeah. Damn, I don't know if I would do. I'd want probably some sort of like. I like the sun-dried tomato turkey slices, or maybe something chicken for the meat.
I'm normally a honey ham guy, but
Mm.
like lately, like some sort of like chicken.
Yeah.
I do like pastrami when I go to like
Ooh.
when I actually go to places.
Yeah.
But normally it's like honey ham.
Yeah. And a couple slices of tomato, some spinach.
Nope,
I like
can't-
this. I
can't
like
do
the spinach
tomato.
idea. And then a little bit of oil, some vinegar.
Make it wet.
Make it wet, and then I fuck with the toasted sandwich, but I would probably do not toasted for that type of sandwich.
If I'm gonna make a sandwich wet, I would prefer it to be toasted because
Yeah.
then the bread holds a little better.
Understandable.
We're gonna make everyone that listens to this hungry.
Yeah.
They're gonna be wanting a sandwich.
They've turned it off already, and they're making
Yeah,
sandwiches.
yeah. Like,
Which
I'm
I'm
not gonna
gonna-
listen to these two.
I'm gonna
idiots
too.
talk about
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Board and Brew's the shit though. Their sauce is amazing too. It's probably basic fucking chipotle mayo and something whatever the fuck like every other sauce is.
Subway
but
has their like sriracha.
it's bomb. What can I say?
Their creamy sriracha that I love.
Mm.
I would drink it if I could.
Dude, Quiznos used to have. I don't. Are they even still around? I'm not even sure. But they used to have like this honey chipotle glaze thing. I don't know what it was on their sandwiches that was fucking incredible. And oh my god,
I don't think I've had Quiznos ever.
Oh, this is a terrible conversation. I'm just drooling into the mic right now. So.
Well, so all right, let's switch. Let's see. I could talk about the new Like Moss record for the next 2 hours.
We could probably save more of that type of stuff for another episode.
Yeah.
I am curious as to a couple things. We're coming in on an hour anyway.
Do a quick topic.
Quick topic. Because I wanted to know about Japan a little bit.
Oh, what parts?
That's what I'm trying to like
So
narrow it down to.
I'm
but-
limited, so I was never in Tokyo or like mainland Japan.
Uh-huh.
So Okinawa is a 3-hour flight to a tiny island.
Went to school?
Nope. Well, kind of. I went to college out there, but
College,
it was
okay.
selective, just whenever I could. I was paying for a class at a time.
How long were you there?
3 years.
3 years. I would kind of like to know,
You want to know about the music scene out there?
like, not necessarily so specific. That too, that'd be nice to touch on. But not so specific as to the first week, but like your first week, and so like that first initial, introduction into being like, I now live in Japan.
So the first week was pretty Americanized because I was on base. So there's 7 or like 9 military bases on Okinawa. Okinawa is literally from here to San Diego.
Yeah.
That's how long it is. At the longest point. It's not far. It's like 60 miles wide by 30, or 60 miles long by like 30 miles wide or something like that.
Mm.
Very, very small. I'd say the culture shock hit a couple weeks after I got there, because you go off base and it's not English.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. Like, a whole nother language. People don't understand you. Like, you're the foreigner. That's a hard thing for Americans to realize.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you go somewhere else, you're not, like, yeah, English is a pretty well-spoken, well-known language, but it's like, I got so used to hearing broken English Japanese that when I came back, I couldn't understand broken English Spanish.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, and I'm part Japanese, so I picked up the language quick. I couldn't read or write it for shit.
Mom or dad?
My mom.
Okay.
My dad's white of all kinds. So, my mom's Hawaiian because she was born in Hawaii, but I don't think I have a lot of Hawaiian in me. I forget. I know it's Japanese, Polynesian. No. I'm something in there. I know I am Japanese.
But
Like,
your mom was
my mom was born
one
in
of
Hawaii.
those or something Asian, and then born in Hawaii.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you were to see my mom's mom
Mm-hmm.
and then her side of the family, full Japanese.
No.
Like, you're like, oh, you are Japanese. Because I'll show you a picture after the podcast where you see my mom's side of the family, and it's like everyone like this, you know. Like, I look really Asian when I'm tired. So and
well,
when I
most
smile
people
a lot,
are just sleeping.
yeah, when I smile a lot, like, you know, my eyes squint a little more. You can see it in my face more than anything else. But yeah, that's my whole side. So I picked up the language really quick, but it's insane, dude. Like, you learn that Americans aren't really liked outside of the U.S. I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Some Americans aren't really liked inside the U.S. either.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're associated with the military,
Oh yeah, for sure.
like, Japan doesn't, you know.
It's kind of a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah. But super awesome place. I miss the food. It's very fucking hot there.
Really?
It's in the tropics, dude. So it's like 90 degrees, 100% humidity. You walk outside, take 5 steps, you're sweating through your clothes.
Honestly, never even thought about what the weather was like there.
It is humid as balls. Think
Damn.
of Florida, but worse.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, the first, you say the first week of Japan. My first 6 weeks, every weekend I was locked indoors, because whenever there's a typhoon that comes through, so a hurricane spins left, a typhoon spins right. That's the only difference. They're the same fucking thing. One just
Interesting.
spins the other way. I could be wrong on the direction, but
I thought it was a matter of like what kind of land it was on
nope.
or something.
It's just which way it spins.
Interesting.
Yeah. So whenever a typhoon would come, if it hits like a category 1 level hurricane, that strength, you're on lockdown. You're not leaving your house. So, but the houses out there are pretty much bomb shelters. They're made out of concrete. So, like,
yeah.
I think the worst we went through was like equivalent to like a category 3 or a category 4. So, like 120 mile an hour winds, lots of rain, you know, crazy shit. And it was like, whatever. But I went through a category 3 in North Carolina, was freaking out, thinking my house was going to get ripped out. So, like, we had windows boarded up, everything. So, like, North Carolina East Coast hurricanes are scarier than typhoons because of the house that I was in. But once the wind gets going, that freaks me out. I can deal with thunder, lightning, rain, whatever. If I hear 130 mile an hour winds screaming out of my window, it freaks you out.
Yeah, because like just the wind alone is a scary sound, but then also what could the wind be throwing at your direction?
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen
shit.
trees get completely lifted out of the ground.
Fucking car thrown through your living room.
Oh yeah.
Like,
No, I've seen cars get moved across a whole freaking, like, think of like
crazy.
Costco's parking lot. I've seen like tiny little cars get just thrown across those.
Jesus.
Yeah, and they're like down the road from my house.
Jesus.
I just see it, and I was on the bottom of a hill, so I was like, "Great, we're gonna be flooded."
Oh yeah.
So, but like, food is awesome. If you get in cool with the locals, super sick. Like, they'll show you spots that most people aren't gonna know about. Get away from all the American areas. Go to like small hole in the wall places. There's a ramen shop that I used to go to. It's like a little shack that I used to go to that would open at 10 o'clock at night, and it was next to all the bars. So we'd leave the bar at like 2, and then go to this ramen place, and for like $8 I'd get a giant bowl of ramen and some gyoza.
Hell yeah.
And then munch out.
Hell yeah.
Like, that was, I miss that the most, dude. I miss food. I love Asian food. My taste buds like really expanded while I was out there. I was a pretty picky eater up until I went there. But over there, you don't know what anything is because you can't read it.
Yeah, so you just got to try it or starve. I don't know.
Yeah, and if it smells really weird, it probably tastes really good. Like, that's what I learned out
That's
there.
a good rule. Yeah.
Yeah, if it smells weird, like, just try it.
It's either bad meat or good cheese.
Yeah. Or it's like weird fish that's cooked a certain way. Yeah, the water's crystal clear. Water's really warm.
Oh yeah.
There isn't really many sharks. And everything's netted. You have to worry about jellyfish though. Jellyfish will get through the nets, and they have box jellyfish out there.
Oh shit.
So they're like super poisonous.
Yeah.
Really small. They'll fuck you up, put you in a hospital real quick.
Damn.
Yeah. But as far as vacationing would go, I'd love to go back to Japan.
Yeah.
If I could do 2 weeks.
My wife has been like a long time ago. Like that's definitely a place I would really want to go check out.
I've never been to Tokyo though, so I can't give you any insight on that.
Yeah.
Love to go though.
And like there's a part of me too that would like want to stick to Americanized areas just due to like comfortability, like being so far from home. Like you want something that's a little familiar, of course, but also like I'm the type of person that's like I gotta see something that's just this is authentic, straight, like nothing I'm used to at all. I gotta dive into that a little bit.
Find those little hole in the wall places.
Hell yeah.
That's the best advice I can give you. And learn a little bit of the language so you can ask like where you're going.
Yeah, I would like
just
to do
that. Like
yeah.
if you know a little bit and work on your accent. Like that's like so thank you is arigatou gozaimasu. Don't say arigato gozaimasu.
Oh, well, I'm not going to say it like
like you want to like they'll know.
I feel like saying it like a white, like not that, but like I'm an
foreigner.
authentic white guy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like saying it like a white guy
They will
is more respectful than trying to work on my accent. I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but like I just feel like that would make more sense to me.
I stressed my accent because I wanted. I learned very, very formal Japanese.
Yeah.
I didn't learn like how.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go like "Konnichiwa,
Yeah.
brother." Like no.
No, I didn't learn like how friends would talk to each other.
Uh-huh.
I learned like I'm talking to the CEO of a company. Very respectful, formal Japanese. That's how Japanese is. It's very formal.
Mm-hmm.
So when I would talk to people my age, they're like, "Why are you talking to me like I'm your dad or your mom?" But it's all I knew. So it helped when like my dad would have Japanese like military officials over at the house because I would speak to them in a very formal language and they would commend my dad for that. They're like, "Oh, he knows really respectful Japanese," but it didn't translate well with like people my age. So it was just like I was talking like my dad,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "No, you don't say it like that." And I'm like, "That's how I learned." So,
Yeah.
But if you learn the language, they'll have a bit more respect for you and they'll be nicer for you. Do not tip, and learn the food. What's the word I'm looking for?
Names
So like don't stab your chopsticks in rice.
Oh, gotcha.
Like very offensive. And
Like the etiquette.
yes, etiquette,
Yeah.
food etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
There's ways to do things. It is very offensive if you like stab your chopsticks in the rice. Like it's like an insult to like the chef. It means like I'm pretty sure it means like you think the food is shit.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's certain, like tipping's not a thing out there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tip. They're because I think that's also seen as like a disrespect. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to remember.
Yeah.
But there's like lots of etiquette things, and people are very polite. They're very quiet. They, keep their head down when they're walking.
Mm-hmm.
People walk really slow in Okinawa. I don't know about mainland Japan, but it's because it's so hot. You just want to like chill,
Yeah, that probably makes sense. Like I would have to adjust to that probably most, just because like I'm just a fast walker. I've got long legs, so I'm fucking trucking through.
Well, you'll get a lot of like looks too because you're tall.
Oh, tall,
and your hair's lighter.
Yeah.
Like if you have blonde hair out there, they're like, "Oh,
Hitler's wet dream.
yeah." Minus the mustache.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to go back. I don't want to live there again. I have my own reasons for that. But I'd love to go back and vacation. That's definitely a dream spot. But I'm not flying coach 14 hours again, dude. Fuck.
No.
If I'm going, I'm first class.
Hell yeah.
So it's gonna be like $6,000.
If you're gonna make a trip of it, make a fucking trip of it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's gonna be like $50,000. Just fucking get there and do whatever. But I'm not doing that flight again on coach.
Hell yeah.
So, but definitely worth going, I think. And
Sick.
if you go Family Mart over Lawson's, Family Mart, and 7-Eleven are like the little gas station kind of little convenience stores. The green one is Family Mart. It's way better than Lawson's. Anyone who's been to Japan, shut the fuck up. You're wrong. Lawson sucks. Family Mart's goated. 7-Eleven is god tier.
Mm.
7-Eleven in Japan is fucking sick.
I know 7-Eleven.
Yeah, 7-Eleven in Japan is fucking sick.
All right.
So that's my spiel on the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we can probably call it for this one. Definitely want to do the hot sauce with you, but we can do it on the next one. This was a nice like introduction, getting to know you, because again, like we've only just been working with each other for 2
months.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like nice to.
And we can't exactly just sit and talk at work.
No, we probably get fired.
Yeah.
So, but it was nice to talk to you.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.
All right, man. Take it easy.